So welcome to the Social Good Conferences. This is Conversations for Social Good. Today, we're going to talk about technology and all these different ways to think about it. We've got a really inspirational speaker on who's lived, an extraordinary life, super talented and focused on, how could I invest in myself in different ways and engage with technology in lots of ways to help humanity. And so I think there's some great lessons that he has to share with us today as we go through this. Hi, everybody. I want you to meet today's speaker, Bacely YoroBi. We've got some great highlights about who he is. He's on the line with us, and he's going to talk to us today about his history and why he's just passionate about being a technology expert. So, Bacely, please take it away.
Yeah, thanks so much, Christian, to invite me, and I'm very proud to be part of the Social Good Conference. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a CEO of the TheSchooly, and why I work is because I'm passionate to have a mission. I'm mission drive, and I think that there is no thing we can do without find the why. It's great to have a why for a campaign, but I think the why is beginning with us. When we find our why, we can find our I value and our I identity, because the mix of all those compounds create an emotion, and a great emotion create a great motion. There is no emotion, great motion without great emotion. And we've done with that. Um, I frequently, particularly like connecting people, tomorrow leaders to be together, but also I like teach people about cyber educations, about diversity, about inclusion. This is all I do. I do because I like connecting people. I do because I want to teach people how to be better than they can with technologies. And at the end of the day, I want to create a sensitive world, a good, social good world where people have any kind of opportunities. So I'm working because I'm passionate about connecting people together, because I believe that there is a way to create an equitable world. Our work is my reason why is also bring inclusions, create a sensible place where people can be well educated and they can access to network and network. I think that there is no a social good, there is no good place and suitable place without a good education and a good access to technologies. This is my opinion, and this is my reason why. Thanks so much for ask that. I think there is three key lessons I learned from my journey. First is embrace failure. There is a scientist called Nassim, a scientist in University of New York, that created uh, a theory, and this theory is about the anti-fragility. So the more we accept and we embrace failure, the more we be bold. Like if we can make a sort of analogy between the spiritual and or the mental body and the physical body. So when we practice sport, the more we do effort, the more we gain muscle. So we gain muscle in the suffering, we gain muscle in the failure, and we start to be bold. So if we make an allegory with this mental or spiritual body, the same way we embrace the failure, the more we can have a boldness in our mind, and we can get this growth mindset, the growth thinking. The second lesson I learned is building a strong team. So you can be so in African culture, we say to go far, we must be together, and to go fast, we must to be alone. So my idea is I want to go far, and how to go far, I'll need a team. A team is not about like run them, lean on into them. It's about like finding what is, what did they do good, what did they don't do good, and coach them, like help them to be the real person they can be. And the last lesson I learned is never give up. So when you give up, that means you give what you have, your value and that your identity. When you don't give up, you keep your identity and you keep your value. And it is the compound of your emotion. So no matter if you have physical, physical failure of mental and emotional failure into you, you will never exchange that with a bad, physical pleasure or a bad emotional pleasure. Because at the end of the day, the way you manage or your give up so you can level up or you can level down. So this is my three key lessons.
Love those. Those are amazing. So what would you say would be your case study?
Um, so my case study, I think I have a lot. I think I will go to about the different aspects for the woo for the I will find it all the time in one case study. For the woo, I will talking about my mentor. My mentor called Dr. King is a American, Ivorian American that being an author and now he's being back in Ivory Coast. And I meet them when I've been in Ivory Coast because born and raised over there. And he teach me how to having a global perspective of life, how to be bold, how to assume who we are, but in the same time, how to include ourselves in the global perspective in terms of global trade, in terms of global traveling, because now we are a global, due to the internet, due to all the communication renaissance, we are in the global village. That mean what? That mean if you want to be seen or if you want be bold in this global village, you don't you don't you can be this person that we want to have this closest mind. Because the more you have this closest mind, that means you left out, you lose something. Because in this global village, there is no clue for one identity above all. It was the past. In the past, there was two kind of mentality, the West world and the East world. Now there's a polysemic world where there is many things. It teach me, hey, Bacely, you are Ivorian, great. You are African, great. But at the end of the day, you are in a global village. So learn English. Start to open your mind to many things. Travel if you as much as you can on the internet, in the real life, meeting people, and it helped me to be who I am right now because now I'm an Ivorian, but I think I'm not just Ivorian, I'm a global citizen. I was a boy, always dreaming to say, okay, one day, maybe I will be in US. One day I will speak in English. Many people will say, oh, yes, normal, the American dream. No, that is not just the American dream. I will go further than the American dream. For me, US, the America, is not just a country. For me, the world is a laboratory of what could be a global village, a place where there is many race, many culture, many subculture, a mixture of many things. Some culture dominate other. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's the global village compound.
So when we look at this call to action and we think about the future, you know, how would you, what do you want people to do? What do you want people to take away from this today?
And for me, the if I have a call to action is learn to earn. So learn from everything, from your pain, from your guilt, from your trauma, from your drama, because trauma create drama. Trauma create a lot of drama. Learn from anything, from your, enemies, love your enemy. I know it's very hard, but love your enemy because your enemy help you to reach the real you. They help you to handle this emotion that is But if you handle well this emotion, the reward is what? Now is the experience that you can learn. And from this experience, you can create what? You can create a book. And this book will make you what? Maybe a good writer and make a lot of money because you handle your emotions, You take an experience from that, a lesson from that, and now you transform this lesson into what? In a product.
Awesome. So this was great. We got to hear some amazing points of view. We got to hear some of your history and these lessons, right? And this is what the Social Good Conferences is all about, right? It's how we share these different perspectives, people who've grown up in different areas of the world, in different industries and different focuses, right? And it's how we can get to, I think, ultimately a better world. So thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate the time, and I know that our audiences are going to appreciate this for the social good movement. Thank you for attending the Social Good Conferences. These have been Conversations for Social Good. They've been presented by Thomasino Media and Buddytown Consulting.